Hey everybody, this is Beelit, and I've got another subscriber skirmish match for you guys. And your eyes are not fooling you. This is going to be a long one. We've got quite a few sets in here. I'm thinking one, two, three, four sets maybe. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I've been trying a lot of new things with my channel, and you guys seem to have enjoyed pretty much all of it. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I want to see if you guys are up for this. You know, up for maybe 45 or so minutes of video video gaming action. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Um, if you don't like this, let me know what time you do like. I know that you guys have responded well to 10 to 15 minutes, and you also seem to enjoy 20 minutes. But I want to know what you guys prefer. Do you not mind at all? Do you not care how long the video is? Will you find time for it at any length, or do you prefer it to be at a certain length? And if you like it at 10 minutes, tell me. Just let me know in the comments what kind of video you guys want to see. So anyway, this first match, or this first set, is Shikamaru and Sakura. Now, I was playing really poorly in this one, and you'll see that. I think that the reason that I was playing so badly was Reborn Joker had said that he thought that the only reason Shikamaru was good was because of his chakra projectiles, and that was, like, I almost took it as a challenge, because like I've used Shikamaru quite a few times, and I don't use the chakra projectiles that much. Really, I don't even think about them, to be honest. I treat them like every other chakra projectile. That's the way I use them. So I felt like I had to prove something, and when I got in that mode, I don't know, I lost it. I lost everything. So I think that might have been the reason why I was screwing up. I just wasn't going to the game plan. I think this second match I do a little bit better, but I was still missing my combo ultimate, which shouldn't really happen. But again, I'm only playing with subscribers, so I'm not playing incredibly often. I'm not playing against those ranked guys, so I'm not in those high pressure situations where you have to come in clutch. I'm just kind of getting on and going at it. So I actually have a few topics that I wanted to talk about, and the first thing I'll start off with is, of course, Naruto related, and it's about generation or generations. I honestly don't know what they're picking. The demo said generation, but the trailers are saying generations. So I have no idea what the actual name of it is going to be. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm really confused, and I wonder if they even realize that they're doing this, because it's so confusing to have two different things going off at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to call it generations because that is much easier for me to do. I feel far more comfortable saying generations. It's been kind of hard to say generation. So, anyway, I'm actually going to be talking about the things that I had wanted in Generation. Things that, as far as we know, are not in Generations. The first thing is the intros and outros. I really enjoyed having intros where the characters would say something. They still have outros, but I wanted intros that were like Storm 1. If they had a relation to the character, then they referenced that. And that's something that I really wanted back. When Itachi is against Sasuke, I want them to say something that they would say to each other. I want that kind of immersion. But as far as we know, it's not in the game. It's not a big deal, but it does kind of hit the fun factor a little bit, but not a big deal. Now, this is something like a lot of people are probably going to disagree with my opinion on this, um, but I didn't really care about the long ultimates. I could take them or leave them. Um, I guess I would tend to go more towards leave them, and my reason for that is while they were cool, they didn't add anything to the actual gameplay. Um, it was they were nice to look at. Don't get me wrong, but when you're going for and it's obvious, I think, that the development team was going for a more competitive game. When you're going for a more competitive game like this, you don't want to keep breaking the action unnecessarily. And these long ultimates really did do that. Um, and then the thing about the cues to press buttons or to do actions to roll the analog sticks or just mash, that didn't that stuff doesn't really fit into a competitive environment, which is seemingly what the development team was trying to do. They're taking it online, and people online are concerned with winning. So I think that's what they were trying to go for. They were trying to kind of cater to the um, competitive aspect, I guess, that they were trying to put into the game. Um, and it makes sense to not have long ultimates because of that. And then the cue to press buttons, I mean, that's not really... You don't need that. And furthermore, by landing an ultimate and having someone have the ability to take all of that away from you, it's not good for competitive play. You can't have too many variables. And I think that variable is something that isn't... I don't know how to word this, but I don't think that that's a good variable to have in the game. It's my two pieces. Um, yeah, that's about it. I would love to have the option of having them, offline, but I don't want to be stuck in that. If you can only have one or the other, give me the shorter ones. Um, Customizable music. I actually wanted customizable music, but it doesn't really fit with what Storm has done with its music. Um, Storm Storm doesn't really have pump you up music. It just has background music. Um, Dragon Ball Z, a lot of the Dragon Ball Z games, they have some pretty good pump you up music. Storm really doesn't have that. So the customizable music, um, it would help in the sense that the few good background sound or background songs, you could actually use them and not have to worry about this stupid Hidden Leaf Village song in the background. While it does help you to feel like you're in the Hidden Leaf Village, the immersion's already broken in several different ways. So why not just let you have the music that you want? Because you're not really focusing on the music. You're not really focusing on where you are. You're focusing on playing the game. So I think that would have been cool. It would have been better to have real music to get you excited and ready to fight. And I think if they had that, then I think customizable music would be a little bit more important. Yeah, but that's my thoughts on that. I kind of wanted that in there. It wasn't a big deal. None of these are really big deals. But they were just kind of things that I wanted. And don't get me wrong, I didn't expect any of these things to be in the game at all. And I didn't have my fingers crossed. I pretty much knew that these things were not going to be in the game. The intros thing is still kind of up in the air. I doubt that it's going to be in the game, and I'm not going to be mad if it's not. but I don't expect any of these things to be in the game. I wasn't even asking for them because I knew they weren't. I knew they weren't going to be there. So, but these are just things that I kind of wanted. 2v2s, yeah. um, I enjoyed the Naruto games on the Nintendo, and specifically, I think it was Clash of Ninja 2. I think that was the one. I played that with a neighbor. He brought the GameCube over to my house, and he ended up leaving it here because he'd come over like every day, and we would just play Naruto all night. Seriously, he would come over at like maybe 9 o'clock with Mountain Dews and Pepsi's 2 liters in hand, and we would play until 7 a.m. just straight. It was awesome. Um, I my man was Haku. He's my guy. I also used Kankuro quite a bit. Um, he actually used Rock Lee quite a bit, and Sharingan Sasuke the most. But we had a lot of good times with that game, and I think that 2v2 would be fun. There are some problems with the way that Storm is designed. If you were to put in 2v2s, I mean the cutscenes are going to have to be changed. They can't be cutscenes because you can't have the cutscenes breaking the immersion, and cutscenes happen after combos, or after mini combos, and you can't have that constantly breaking the game. You can't constantly be going away while people are trying to fight. Someone else has just done a combo and they've cut off the whole screen in the blink of an eye, and now these guys they're just thrown back into the game, and they're trying to hope that they can resume what they were trying to do. Someone may have had the advantage, but then a cutscene comes along and now they're completely screwed. So that would have to be reworked. Easy thing, just no cutscenes. Also, they would have to be a little bit more mindful of how much the characters move, because the characters do take up a pretty good amount of space as they're attacking and stuff. So movement, having space, that would be an issue as well. But obviously, no support characters in that. That would just be bonkers. You could take out support characters, and that would give you a little bit of room as far as performance goes, because you're not having to take care of 6 things at the same time, and heaven forbid there's puppets in there. That just bumps the number up dramatically. But you're not having to take care of all those different things on screen. You've got 4 people going at it, and hopefully performance-wise, that could be dealt with. Yeah, that's. I think that would be one of the more practical ways to get around it. The targeting would be on the support buttons, so I don't think that would be a real big issue. But I would have loved to see that. It's not going to happen, and I doubt that it's going to happen for the next Storm game. It's just what I'd kind of like to see. Now, this hasn't really been confirmed, but it's probably not going to be in the game. Definitely not going to be the way that I wanted it to be in the game. I wanted real in-depth stat tracking. And what I wanted in this stat tracking was tracking of how many times actions were performed. Like how many times someone used an ultimate per match. I would want like averages of some of those things. And in the gameplay actually right now, I was talking about Kareen. I was talking about how effective she was as a support character a while ago, and I actually forgot that I used her in this match. And you'll see a lot of really cool instances where I'm just dealing massive damage for really no good reason. I shouldn't be able to do all this. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Game over. Just because of Kareen. She's good. What can I say? She's good. She's a good support character to use if you don't use her, or if you don't know of a way to use her for a specific character like Lars. You really should at least open your mind to it and try it out a little bit, because the possibilities, they're good. But back to the stat tracking, I wanted, like number of ultimates used, number of times team ultimates are used, jutsus, all kinds of things. I wanted to be able to look at a player by their stats and figure out how they played the game. Um, Commonly used support characters, stuff like that. Top use, main characters, of course. But real stat tracking, because all we got in Storm 2 was your character usage. And, you know, that wasn't enough. That was pretty much nothing. That was the bare minimum that they could do, really. So, I really wanted something a little bit better, but, it's probably not going to be in there. Whatever. Not a big deal. So, now that I've said that, I want to kind of say what I'm looking forward to in Generations. First thing I'm going to talk about is the characters. Haku is my boy, and yes, he is a boy. He's my boy. He's my main man. I will be using Haku. No one else is allowed to use Haku. Just getting that out of the way. If you wanted to use him, I'm sorry. You're not allowed. It is hereby decreed. I am the only one allowed to use Haku. And if you go against that, then you, sir, or sir-et, are a jerk. Or jerk-et. So, yeah. Haku's off limits to everybody else. I'm really hoping that he has a masked version and an unmasked version, or maybe an interactive version. I really want to have the ability to say mask on the entire time. But I'd also like the ability to say mask on unless it gets crumbled off. I want to have, the best of both worlds. I don't really like seeing Haku's face all that much, just because it reminds me of how feminine he is. But I'd really like those abilities. We'll see what they do. Maybe if you take enough damage, the mask will come off. I kind of wanted it to be dramatic. I want to see if it just like crumbles off and you see it fall to the ground. I think that'd be really cool. Don't know if they're going to do that. I kind of doubt that they are, but I'm hoping. Another character that I'm looking forward to is the first Hokage. He is my second man. He is my second main man behind Haku. He just looks awesome. I mean, that awesome red armor, come on. He looks like a pro, and he is a pro. So, look, there's a lot of throws. Yep. Reborn Joker hard guards a lot. At least in this set, he was hard guarding quite a bit. So I punished him quite frequently on that. You have to be really careful whenever you don't see your opponent. Assume, and they're in a close range, assume that they're going for a throw. Start mashing all the substitutions. You're not going to be punished for it. This game is very lenient about that. So, don't worry about it. Go ahead and start mashing it. You can't hurt. It can't hurt. So back to the characters. I'm holding out. I'm hoping that Madara is going to be playable. Spoiler, the real Madara, or at least the undead zombie Madara Uchiha. I'm really hoping that he's going to be playable. I'm not holding my breath on it. Yeah, we'll see. I hope he is, and if he is, then I think we will have some good times. As far as playing goes. Sorry about the Team Ultimate Reborn. Get it next time. And then the Mizukage. Yeah, if you've seen that Ultimate, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know. You're smiling right now. It was hot. Yeah. See, that was a clever joke. I'm sorry. If you haven't seen the Mizukage's Ultimate, she takes her fingers and runs them from like her hips to her boobs, and then she like touches the boobs briefly and then puts it to her lips and then blows a kiss of fire, bubble, lava, I don't know. Yeah. I think that'll be nice to see once in a while. A little fan service in a video game. It's always nice. Um, Danzo. I'm actually interested in Danzo. Um, I don't know how he's going to play out. I don't know if his combos are going to be mapped on the square button or the circle button, just because they seem like they could work at a range, at being on the ranged button, because they're not, well, they're direct in a sense. They're just not melee, and I wonder how they're gonna work. So I'm interested in that. I'm also interested in his oh crud, I forgot the name of it. Inazaki, something like that. Um, the little Sharingan thing. I'm interested to see how that will work. I don't know if it's going to be like an automatic substitution. That's kind of what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be that you go into the awakening, and then it automatically starts, and you sub everything that comes towards you. Similar to the Sharingan in Storm 1, similar to what that did. I don't know how it's going to be in terms of balance, but that's speculation. I cannot confirm that that's what happens. Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. But that'll be interesting to see. So I'm interested to see Danzo in action. I really want to know how he works. Yeah, so I'm interested in that too. I should really be a little bit more professional with this and not keep saying whatever. It's a long video. There's the Team Ultimate. Ugh, that hurts. So features that I'm looking forward to in Generations. The tournament mode. I will be doing subscriber tournaments, so be on the lookout for that. I don't know, how big they're going to be, but I am definitely going to try. And the reason that I did these subscriber skirmish rules earlier, and I will be making the new video. I know. The reason I did the subscriber skirmish rules were to kind of prepare for Generations. I wanted to get the subscriber skirmishes, but I also wanted to put something down and have some kind of system for Generations, because I'm planning to do subscriber tournaments, but also tournaments to anyone who asks. Just random people in this tournament. Just maybe put a video out and say, if you follow these rules, and you'll be in the tournament. So I wanted to see what worked out with the subscriber skirmish rules. I wanted to see how many people applied, if you can say applied, if that works, if that gives the right impression. How many people went and did it? The results, when we actually started playing, how many of them stuck to the rules? I also wanted to see about where everybody was, because I think that the time is going to be important. Obviously, if we're doing a tournament, you don't want people who are, on the east coast of the United States to be playing with people on the east end of Europe, because first of all, someone's going to be up late. And, secondly, there's going to be a pretty good amount of lag. So I wanted to kind of know general areas of where people lived, and I'm getting my butt kicked right here. I wanted to know the general area of where people live, and also, the times really do help. Let's see. Yeah, so there were a lot of things that I wanted to kind of experiment with by doing that. So that was the reason for the subscriber skirmish, the initial subscriber skirmish rules. They were to prepare for Generations, to see what worked and what didn't work for tournaments and stuff like that. And I will be doing new subscriber skirmish rules that are updated and hopefully better, but I wanted to do this stuff before Generations came out so that I could hit the ground running when Generations did come out, because I like being prepared. So yeah, so I'm excited for the tournament mode. I see a lot of possibilities for that as far as interacting with you guys, um, and I think that we can have a lot of fun with that. Um, I'm a little bit. I've grown more interested in this survival mode, this endless battle mode. Initially, I didn't really care for it. At first, I was like, "Oh, okay, um, it's nice, but it's just something else." I didn't really feel like it was that big of a deal. Um, However, I'm starting to get a little bit more interested in it. I'm starting to think about it a little bit more. And it might actually be kind of fun to do. Again, I might ask for subscriber participation, and we'll all get into a lobby and see who lasts the longest out of a certain amount of time. And we'll have some fun with that. I think that it has the potential to be a pretty fun mode. I'm also extremely excited about this lobby system in a spectator mode. I sent a huge letter to CyberConnect 2 with all the things that I wanted before they made their huge thing where they were asking for fan feedback. It was still on the Japanese site, but yeah, I still sent it. I was like, screw it, they can translate it, I'm sure. They'll get somebody. So I sent. It was huge. It really was. It was big. And I think I sent them a message twice, actually. I sent them a big one, and I sent them an even bigger one that said everything that I had said before and a little bit more. And in there, I said that a lobby system with a spectator mode would be a very, very good feature to have. And it was something that I was really pushing for. And I'm glad that the lobby system is in there, and I'm glad that the spectator mode is in there, and I'm also really glad that a replay feature is in the game as well. All of these things are going to promote, I think, better play, and also fun. My dog just sneezed. All these things are really going to help the game to shape up. The lobby system is going to be fun for hanging out with friends, and I've got a bunch of people that play Storm, so we could all hang out in this lobby, chat while people are fighting, and it's something that I'd really wanted to do for a long time, because it's kind of annoying to have to go back and forth and say, okay, I'm going to play with you, okay, now I'm going to leave, I have got to play with this guy. Sometimes you just want to hang out with everybody. You want to play with everybody. You don't want to have to go back and forth. You don't want to have to say no more with you. I'm done. I got to go to someone else. It's convenient and it's fun. So I'm really happy about that. I'm glad that's in there. That's probably the biggest feature that I'm excited about. Because to be honest, we could do a tournament without the lobby, or we could do a tournament without the tournament mode, just by having the lobby. So really, this lobby just does everything. And this endless battle mode, we could do that just with the lobby. We could say, okay, well, this guy plays, everybody don't ready up. This guy plays until he loses. There's really there's nothing holding you back from having it organized in the lobby itself. So really, I think this lobby system was the best thing that CyberConnect 2 could have done for the online game to support the online mode. I'm really happy to see that. I can't say it enough. So now I want to switch away from Naruto real quick and talk about some of the games that I've been playing. Aside from Naruto, I'm really enjoying Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. If you haven't checked it out, you really should. I played a bunch of matches with Con Maestro. I played Naruto with him also. I'll probably have an annotation to the videos Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and also the Storm 2 matches that we did. I'm having a lot of fun with that. It's a more, I guess, serious fighter. Um, it has a lot of depth to it, and I think that's fun to have every now and then. Something a little bit more advanced. Storm 2 it's a little basic. Now it's deeper than you think, but compare it to Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom, King of Fighters, definitely. It it pales in comparison to those games. It is very simplistic when compared to those games. You have all of the aspects, except for the substitution mechanic. You have all of the aspects of Storm 2 and more in these other games. So I really find that playing a more in-depth fighter is a little bit more satisfying sometimes. Of course, when you're getting your butt kicked, it's not as fun. It really isn't. When you're playing against someone who knows the game inside and out, knows everything that you're going to do before you do it, knows everything that you can do, you feel pretty useless at times. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts just a little bit. But I do enjoy it, and if you haven't seen it, you should check out some videos of it. It's pretty cool. I've also been playing the Fancy Pants Adventures. If you guys don't know about Fancy Pants, I don't know if it was an indie game back when it was a Flash game, and I actually played it thanks to a friend of mine. I was over at his house, and we were looking for Flash games to play, and we happened upon Fancy Pants, and we instantly fell in love with it. And he recently bought it on the PlayStation Store, and so we've been playing it. We've been playing it together for a while. I don't even think we've beaten it yet, so we still got to beat it. But I mean, we're just dying laughing when we play it. We we suck so horribly at the game, but we have fun, and that's what matters. And if you're watching, Jake, we don't tell anyone. No one can know about what happened. No one. We take that to our graves. Also, I've been playing DC Universe online. I recently been taking a little bit of a break from it, but I'm probably going to jump back in there and have some more fun with it. I have my character's name is Searing Hawk, all one word. So if you want to add me and you play DC Universe, be sure to tell me, or be sure to send an invite as well. And we'll play a little bit. I think Searing Hawk is a hero, by the way. I think I'm like level 27, 28, somewhere around there. I think I'm pretty much done with all of the computer missions, like where you play against the AI. I think I'm pretty much done with all of those. There are a few left over, not too many. Now, what you're seeing now, this is hard to fight. Essentially, you get stuck in Hidan's support attack, and the Sage Naruto tilt just wreaks havoc on you, and you're just stuck there. There's not much you can do. If you sub, you still fall back into Hidan most of the time, or at least when you're subbing his attack specifically, you'll fall back right where you were, and the tilt is still wearing on your guard. So you've got to be able to sub constantly, and if you miss the subs, your guard is getting hurt really badly, and eventually you'll be broken, and ultimate, team ultimate, whatever the person wants to do, they can do it. So it's a doozy to go up against, and I'm not good with Kisame, so it made it even worse. Um, yeah, you'll see, you'll see. Um, but on to the other topics. A game I'm actually looking forward to, besides games I'm actually looking forward to, besides Generations, are the next Call of Duty. It's back into Treyarch's hands. Treyarch. I don't know. I think Treyarch. I'm not sure if there's an H after it. I'm thinking it's Treyarch. Um, it's back into their hands, and with Infinity Ward not being what it was before, I have my trust in Treyarch. Black Ops was pretty good. I would rank Black Ops right under Call of Duty 4 as as far as the quality goes. I think Call of Duty 4 was probably the pinnacle of the Call of Duty series. A lot of people would debate, Call of Duty 2. I didn't play much of Call of Duty 2 online, so I can't. Yeah, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Once that guard is broken, you're screwed, and it's so easy to get it too. So, really effective thing. I was kind of debating, should I even put this up? Do I want people to know about this? But it's there. Have fun with it if you choose to. You can troll some people with it. But back to the Black Ops thing, or Black Ops 2, or Iron Fist, or what Wolf something. I don't know. Whatever they're gonna call it. I would put Call of Duty 4 above Call of Duty 2. I didn't play it online much, so I can't go too far into it. But my ranking: Call of Duty 4, Black Ops. It's kind of rough, but I would say Modern Warfare 2 and then World at War. It's a close one though. World at War was fun. There were just a few problems in my opinion, but it was a good game. It really was good. But I always had a really hard time playing it. I always had really horrible lag in World at War. I never figured out why. But it was significant, and it was always worse than the other Call of Duty games. And I think that was my main reason for not liking World at War as much. I just always had problems with lag. There's nothing I could do to stop it. But it had potential. It was a good game when you got those few matches that weren't laggy. It was a good game, and it was fun. I just think that minor problem held it back. Well, it wasn't too minor, actually. It was actually a pretty big problem. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next Call of Duty. It's back in Treyarch's hands, and I trust them a little bit more than the new Infinity Ward. I actually haven't even picked up Modern Warfare 3. The only Call of Duty that I don't own is Modern Warfare 3. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Ghost Recon Future Soldier is my next one. I'm a Ghost Recon fan. I have Ghost Recon 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. I even have Advanced Warfighter on the PlayStation 2, which was a horrible game, at least in my opinion. And then I have Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 on the PlayStation 3. I really enjoyed Ghost Recon. I'm really excited that they're going back. At least they said, or someone said, that it was reminiscent of the original Ghost Recon games, and I'm really excited to hear that. I really like the third-person view. I love third-person shooters. And so putting that back in, and that was a nice throw, by the way, and also bringing back that feel that we loved from the first few Ghost Recon games, I think that's a good recipe, and I'm really excited to see that. I'm hoping that there's split screen. Probably won't be, but whatever. Hopefully there's good online co-op, and that should make up for it. either way, it's on my radar, and it's definitely one of those games that I'm going to be looking out for. Really, really want to get it, but we'll see when I can. We'll see. The next game is Resident Evil Raccoon City. I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, but Raccoon City caught my eye. You know, it's that third-person shooter. I really like third-person shooters, and it kind of felt to me like what am I trying? Like Rainbow Six Vegas with zombies, or maybe not specifically Vegas, but kind of Rainbow Sixy with zombies, and at least that's what kind of came into my mind. So, I think it's cool. I think the idea is pretty cool, and I hope to see a little bit more about it. And I'm not on the bandwagon yet. I need to see what they do with it, but I am keeping my eye on it, and I do hope to see some pretty cool things from it. Yeah. The next and the last one is the Aliens Colonial Marines. I'm not a big Aliens fan. I haven't seen... actually, I don't think I've seen any of the movies. And I know, you guys are gonna... I'm sure someone is gonna say, oh, dude, you scrub, you haven't seen any of the Aliens movies. But I'm not a big movies guy. I've always hated movies. I live in a poor neighborhood. We don't have a lot of money, so when I see all of these movies coming out where they're filming, in 7 different countries, and they are flying helicopters and they're crashing them, and they're building these giant buildings just to blow them up, it angers me, because there's so much money that goes into that, and what's it for? An hour or two of entertainment? I mean, go on to YouTube. I mean, these people are making entertaining videos for $10, We don't need, whatever. I'm sorry. That's a topic for a different time. So, yeah, that's my thing about movies. So I haven't seen any of the movies, but it looks fun. It looks like a fun game. And, I don't have to like the movies to enjoy a game. I can take it for what it is. If it's a good game, if it doesn't rely on its name to sell it, I'm all over it. I will play the heck out of that game, and I will love it. I will make sweet love to that game if it's not, complete crap. And I'm hoping that it isn't. I'm hoping that it's a quality game. I think it's got a pretty cool... I think it's got co-op in it. It should have a pretty cool co-op aspect. And I'm a big co-op guy, so hopefully everything turns out the way I want it to, and it'll be a pretty cool game, but we'll see. So that's all my time. Wow, man, this was about 43 and a half minutes right now. Wow, I can't believe I made it. I can't believe it. I didn't talk too much about the gameplay, so I'm sorry about that. Let me know if you guys like this commentary style. Let me know if you like the long videos like this. If you don't, tell me what you do like. If you don't like this commentary style, tell me what you'd like the focus to be on. I actually, while I was kind of getting ready for this, I thought about making bigger videos like this for Subscriber Skirmish, but also if you guys like, huge videos like this where I'm not specifically talking about the gameplay, I was thinking about asking for topics to talk about in those Subscriber Skirmish videos. And I think that'd be a pretty cool idea. The people could propose topics, and then I talk about them while the Subscriber Skirmish match is going on. If you like that idea, let me know. Be sure to interact with me. I want to make this a good channel, and I want to make this entertaining for you guys. So I can't do that if you guys don't tell me what's entertaining to you. So Be sure that you post in the comments what you think. Tell me what you liked about this, what you didn't like. Of course, be respectful about it. Don't call me a F word and stuff like that. Um, just tell me all those things that I asked before. I'm not going to repeat it again because it's starting to get a little annoying, I'm sure. So if you like the video, be sure to support it with a like or favorite it. That also helps me quite a bit. And if you're new to my channel and you liked this, or you liked my other videos and you're hoping that I'll go back to the other stuff, be sure to subscribe and let me know what you like. That's about it for now. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.